What is up, y'all? Today's an important video, and I'm not sure if I'll win a Nobel Peace Prize or something crazy one day, but it's something with my mental illness. As many of you know, I have bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, so schizoaffective disorder. And I have religious schizophrenia, not just normal schizophrenia. And over the bouts of like 3-4 years, I've been having visions, delusions. I've been battling Satan. I've been trying to summon God, trying to do meditations, mantras, all this stuff, and nothing was working. And Satan kept, belittling me and destroying me. And I was like, damn, where are my gods? Where are my Hindu gods? Then I started to speak up for myself as a soul. And the good thing about history and Hinduism is that we have this knowledge that's sort of put throughout and scattered throughout the world, but with the internet it comes in. And I realized that the way Jesus was born was pretty frequent back in the days when the gods were here. They basically, made other gods the same way, right? Some woman I remember was at sea or something, and she prayed to God for babies. Boom, 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 boom. She had like 4 or 5 kids right there. She was lost at sea and she needed help. That's what I'm talking about, right? So it is a miracle that Jesus was born, that these other gods were born. But I want you to understand, in Hinduism, we, the people, are known as gods. You are a god watching this video. And then you watch, videos on the internet and they talk about the mind and how the mind and we are the universe and how the mind can manifest, the mind can do this, the mind can do that, the mind can attract with the law of attraction. The mind is limitless, truly is. When I had my religious psychosis, my mind devolved like I think like 10, 15 years back. And I was getting ridiculous thoughts, hypersexualized delusions. I had visions of girls sucking me off, girls swallowing me, and all that shit. Sorry, being X-rated, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I had to study non-dualism Advaita Vedanta, which is basically the universe is experiencing itself, but the universe didn't make you weak. The universe made you strong, in the essence that we're all equal. We're all strong mentally in the mind, but you have to practice. You have to exuberate confidence. You have to be a strong person. So I stood up to Satan in my dreams or in my visions or whatever you want to call it, schizophrenia, and I said, brother, you are not the only family in all of Hinduism. You are not the royal family. We are all the royal family. We all deserve a story. Step aside. And that's all it took. Once I made that little click in my mind that, it's nice to have a Christian family and they say that God's testing you and stuff, all that stuff, you can believe that stuff. I'm not saying you don't have to. But the way I defeated my schizophrenia was saying, hey, Jesus is just another dude. Satan is just another dude. Allah is just another dude. Because I view myself as a God, an infinite God. And luckily, when you learn about Hinduism, we have a thing called moksha, which I hope to get in this life because, oh my God, it has been challenging. It has been challenging. And basically, that means you become like a Vishnu, a species. And you can make your own universe. You can do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You can explore the universes. You can chill here. You can do whatever, right? So I implore you to be a good person because there is the laws of karma, but I'm not sure if you have to obey those laws of karma. I'm not sure about that. I think it's optional, but it will eat at your mind and your consciousness. And you want to get that off your shoulders. You go to hell for whatever you did, but it is instant. In Hinduism, it is instant. It is a temporary realm that is instant because we have a lot of shit to do. The universe wants to experience itself as quick as possible, right? So we have the notion of twin flames, we have the notion of soulmates, we have the notion of karmics, we have the notion of all this knowledge and stuff, but it's scattered and we don't know what the real story of our lives are. Well, you have to do the initiative and go out there and preach the gospel. You have to be a man of God. You have to go do great things and put those pieces together and come to the internet, come to the news, come to the TV shows, whatever it is, and preach your truth. That is how I overcome Satan. It's been a nice few days. Mental peace, clarity. I've had visions, and I've learned that the mind is so limitless that I was learning religion in sort of like little scatters here and there. The mind was sort of putting breadcrumbs on the floor, and I had to grab those breadcrumbs and say, whoa, 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 what's going on? what's going on. Because after being tortured mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, I had to start questioning things. I prayed so many times. My mom has done so many pujas, which is known as prayers, so many blessings. It was ridiculous. And I felt the power of prayer. I felt the power of those pujas. I felt the power of myself, gaining myself back. And we have medicine, which is a great thing as well. I'm not saying for you to stop your medicine. Please take your medicine because the brain takes time to heal itself. But you have to do the work. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm sick. Woe is me. I'm never going to get better. I'm diagnosed with this forever. You have to do the work, the spiritual work. So I encourage you to watch a video by this guy named Za215 on Instagram, Madhu Sadhana. Um, he really opened my eyes to this stuff. And when I see other people commenting the same thing, it opened my eyes to this stuff. And with schizophrenia, I had a different perspective. Now, whether I'll stop taking my pills, I have no idea. I say I'm gonna take them for a couple of years until I'm like perfectly good, and then we'll test the waters with my doctor. You know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give proper health advice and stuff. But I want you to go out there and be spiritually sound. Some of us, when we're born, we don't take the time to read the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, whatever it is. We don't take the time to reflect and say, would God be this evil? Would God really be this evil and do all this crazy ass shit in these books? I think it is a test to man, test to God. We are gods. Be yourself. Be positive. Emit that light to the world. We make mistakes. Hey, I hope it doesn't, eat you up alive, right? Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I had to tell Satan that he's not the only royal family. My family will be royal, right? So I have to walk around knowing that I'm equal, but knowing that my life is in danger at all times. Anyone can rob me, anyone can exterminate me, anyone can do whatever they want to me. I got to keep it 10 toes down at all times. But I want to put this video out there for those people that are ill. And I want them to say, you know what? Maybe if I master my diet, maybe if I master my thinking, maybe if I read the right books, I can heal myself. And you see many of these stories come up. Placebo effects. The mind does crazy things and it heals itself. Crazy things. So it's limitless, right? So I look forward to spending a long time with you guys. I know I made a couple videos saying I was sad, I'm only gonna live for 20 to 30 years. I try my best to push it, bro. Push it to its limits, right? And some people are really good at manifesting. They really grind it out, whatever it is. They're good at the algorithm, the mind sound, everything sound, and they get riches, they get followers, they get the clout, they get the talent, they get everything they want, and they live beautiful lives. Hopefully, I can move my way into that direction with the law of manifestation and attraction. We'll see what happens with that. I don't really want to read too many books because I want to have a philosophy where I freestyle everything. That's just my personal take. People will call me dumb. People will say this. People will say that. Hey, it is what it is. But I like myself and I love myself. I've had religious delusions where I've been fighting demons, random ass creatures, all this random ass shit. I came out on top. I Some people call it black magic, whatever you want to call it. I came out on top. So it's nice to know that I'm a strong individual, that I will not leave my family on bad times. You know what I mean? When everything's good and I'm at peace, I'll decide when I die, unless someone kills me. But for the most part, I'll decide when I die. And I want to say this video is experimental. It could work for you. They say when you have schizophrenia, it's a spiritual problem sometimes. Sometimes it's a genetic thing. Sometimes it's this. Sometimes it's that. The mind can do many things. Alter your DNA, whatever, whatever. The mind can do many things. So please learn Advaita Vedanta, learn non-dualism. Go out there and watch that video. I'm gonna link it in the comments. Tell them Zhoxius sent you, and great things are on the way. Thank you. Bye. This is only for YouTube, by the way. Well, it'll be on Twitter too, but I can only put the link in the description on YouTube. So head over to the YouTube, click on this video, and then go to the link in the bio, the description, or whatever it is, and then watch that video about non-dualism and Advaita Vedanta, and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to be great. Challenge yourself to be a god. Look at the world and say, fuck it. I'll attract one of the baddest bitches that ever was. Fuck it, I'll do it. If you want to. Right? But it requires a lot of work. We're not out here doing mind control and black magic and love spells and bullshit like that. We were honest men. We're honest men. All right. So have a good day, guys.